All right, so Jake Paul is going to be fighting against Tank Davis. There's no date, no venue, but the word is that the fight is going to happen. Um, I don't like it at all. We have a superstar in Javante Tank Davis, who is a lightweight who just came off a draw against Lamont Roach, who has a rematch clause, and he's not going to be giving Lamont Roach a rematch at this time. I'm not sure if Lamont Roach is going to exercise his rematch clause or accept step aside money. I'm assuming he will because he has other big opportunities out there that he could explore. But I don't like Tank Davis in his prime. We have a prime lightweight who has a multitude of fighters that he could fight all around him that would be great fights. And instead, he decides to fight a YouTuber who's a cruiserweight. Let that sink in. A prime Tank Davis, a great lightweight, fighting against a YouTube cruiserweight. Now, I may not like it, but I understand. I don't like it, but I understand, right? Because when the money is that big, you just can't turn it down. Let's not forget this is called prize fighting, not pride, prize, right? And at the end of the day, boxing is a very difficult sport. There's small opportunities for most fighters to capitalize on this type of money grab. That's why you see Terrence Crawford going all the way up to fight Canelo. A big part of that is money, right? Of course, he's fighting for his legacy also, and, he cares about that. But at the end of the day, that money really makes him say, you know what? This is too big of a bag to pass up. So I understand. I get it. It's easy for people to say, he's ducking and this, and that, and it's disrespectful to the sport and things like that. But at the end of the day, when you're putting in those shoes, it's kind of hard to say no to the money, So I understand. I still don't like it. I'd rather see him fight Lamont Roach because Lamont Roach deserves that rematch. Um, if he didn't decide to fight Lamont Roach, of course, I want to see him fight Shakur Stevenson, right? And there's another slew of fighters out there that I would love to see him fight, right? Because 135 is loaded, right? So there's a lot of fights that could be made. Even at 140, there's fights that could possibly be made with Tank Davis. So I don't like it, right? Hopefully, the Roach fight still does happen. Um, after this fight. But, I don't even know what weight class is going to be at, right? What Tank is going to gain, go up to what, 175 or something, 160? Like, this has to be like a fake matchup, right? I don't know if they're going to even sanction this. So, I don't even know how serious this fight going to be. I definitely am not interested in watching it. I have no interest in watching this fight. I know that it's going to do huge numbers, of course, but I just don't understand the logic in this. And um, I really just want to see Jake Paul get knocked the fuck out. If you ask me, I was hoping he would take that Anthony Joshua fight. I was hoping that fight would happen so that we can get rid of Jake Paul. I do not like Jake Paul in boxing at all because see these type of dumbass matches get made, right? So I would rather him get knocked the fuck out, knocked out his senses, and move the fuck on. And hopefully we won't see any more YouTubers in boxing again.